Six-pack of questions. I asked Gator who went first yesterday. He couldn't remember. Kang, do you remember who went first yesterday?
Who are you, Doug? I don't remember anything anymore.
Right,
I have two little kids, man.
That's a good point.
I have no sleep.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go first.
All right, here we go. The Bears, they're 0-4, and Justin Fields overall hasn't really played well, although he played better last Sunday. Is it time for the Bears to move on from Fields? And if so, what team should pursue Justin Fields?
So rumors are Atlanta, and I think that would make maybe some sense, and they try and build around Justin Fields. Look, Chicago has historic offensive ineptitude. It's been well documented, not just this regime, but it seems like every regime. And they just don't develop quarterbacks. So if I were another team, I think it might make some sense to take a look at Justin Fields and get him out of Chicago and give him a chance with some people who are not inept, but who are very apt.
Oh.
On top of that, if you're Chicago, this allows you the chance to jump at Caleb Williams, both feet in. Just all in for Caleb Williams. Trade your quarterback.
Yeah, I think there's just too much talent there with Justin Fields. I'm not ready to give up on him. You see flashes of what he can do when he throws the ball, when he's got time, and he can just plant it up and gun it. He's got a cannon. His talent with his legs is second to none. I mean, he's just a phenomenal talent. It takes time. It takes time to build it. I think you got to start with the offensive line in Chicago and then see how much better he can be. Also, maybe a quarterback-friendly coach is friendly with him. That would help out for the Bears as well. I wouldn't give up on it. But if he is going to go somewhere, I agree with you that Atlanta would be a great choice.
Yeah, I mean, so the question is, should the Bears trade Fields, and what team should pursue him if they do? I say yes. I think this is just best for both parties. I don't think the fit just doesn't work. I believe in Justin Fields as well, Gator. I think he's a tremendous amount of talent, but whatever they're doing to help develop him is not working, and he's not helping the Bears win games, obviously. I don't know why Atlanta didn't go after Lamar Jackson. That was dumb to me, but now you have a chance at Justin Fields. I think you absolutely do it. Desmond Ridder is not the answer. They have the offensive weapon with Pitts, Bijan Robinson, Drake London. They have no one to get them the ball. And Justin Fields can be a better passer with better coaching. Arthur Smith did it with Ryan Tannehill and Derrick Henry with the Titans. I think he can do it with a better quarterback in Justin Fields. Bill Belichick and the Patriots are 1-3. They just lost by 35 points last Sunday. That's the most ever in Belichick's 29-year coaching career. Is it over for Bill Belichick?
I mean, write him off at your own peril. I have a hard time doing that, a real hard time doing that, except then you look up his age, and he's 71 years old. And he's trying to get it done with Mac Jones at quarterback. I loved Mac Jones in college, but Mac Jones is so vanilla as a quarterback at the NFL level. I just don't think it's there. And if you're going to wait for the draft, and the Patriots could very well have a top 10 pick and be able to have one of those top 3 quarterbacks if they wanted to, again, at the age of 71, I don't want to say it's done for him because Bill Belichick's the greatest coach of my lifetime, but I think it might be done.
Yeah, so done. What is the definition of done? I think he's done winning Super Bowls.
That's done then.
So I think it's done. At 71, there's so much that would have to go right for him quickly for them to win another Super Bowl, and it doesn't appear that it's going to work out with Mac Jones. And so the next question is, does he have time to go? Maybe he should trade for Justin Fields.
Bill Belichick, he's still a great coach. He's still a defensive mind. He can game plan. The problem is, like I've always said in this league and most leagues, it's a players league. And when you don't have the players, I don't care how genius you are, how much you scheme things up, you're just not going to be able to win week in and week out. Specifically, it's not just a players league in the NFL. It's a quarterback league. And right now, he doesn't have the quarterback. I'm going to say it's over as far as winning Super Bowls. And as far as just winning in general, I'm going to say it's over as well. Another team that's 1-3, the Bengals. They do not look good. Are the 2023 Bengals done?
I'm going to go no here. Joe Burrow says he's closer to 100% now. They need him to return to form. Cincinnati, okay? The last 2 years in total offense. 2021, they finished 7th in total offense. 2022, 7th in total offense. This year, they're dead last in total offense. So they need to get Burrow back to 100%. They're only 2 games out. It's early. I don't think it's over for the Bengals.
I agree. It's too early to say that it's over. And if you look at their schedule, They play Arizona this week on the road. They can get healthier as a team feeling that way if they can win that game. But then they've got a murderer's row coming up with Seattle, at San Francisco, and home against Buffalo. That's 3-game stretch. Beyond that, it's not that bad the rest of the way. They can find themselves on a serious run and win like 9 games down the stretch and get back into the playoffs. This thing is not over by a long shot. It's all dependent on the health of Joe Burrow's calf.
So I still believe in Joe Burrow. He's a very good quarterback, but clearly he has not been 100% this year. Of course, it's too early to call them done, but you don't get credit unless you call it early. They're done, okay? They've started slowly the last few years. You can't keep doing that every year, and he just doesn't look healthy. Luckily for them, 7 teams do make the playoffs. I think they will be fighting for that final spot, but in the end, I think...
So why not invest in that guy in the draft? But, okay, I'm not into giving up anything future assets for a veteran that's going to cost a lot of money. So when Chicago can't trade Chase Claypool, sign him when he gets released. That's what I'd do if I were them.
You're kind of on the right track, Gator. I'm going with a former Alabama receiver as well, but this one goes by the name of Jerry Jeudy of the Broncos. The Broncos, Peyton, they're looking to clean house already. Just got rid of Randy Gregory, which they signed to a huge contract. Sean Payton they're not going to have a good year this year, so they're going to have to get more draft capital and assets to move forward. He's a talented young receiver who hasn't had good quarterback play in Denver, so I think moving him to Carolina, he could be a legit number 1 in this league, and you don't have to give up the world for him. The 21-day window has been open for both Cooper Kupp and Jonathan Taylor to return, 2 stars in this league. Whose return will help their team the most?
You know what's crazy is both these teams have actually held up reasonably well offensively without their star weapon. The Rams are second in the NFL in passing offense without Cooper Kupp, and the Colts, they're running the ball. They're top half of the league without Taylor. But I'm going to go with the Colts getting more of a kickstart because defensive coordinators are going to have to account for Jonathan Taylor way more than they have to account for, say, a Zach Moss.
Yeah, it's Jonathan Taylor. I mean, no offense to Zach Moss. It's a nice story this year, and he's getting 4.2 yards a carry. It's great, but you got to have the horse, and the biggest horse out there is, without a doubt, Jonathan Taylor. This guy's used to having the heavy workload, getting the big yards for the team, and him back in the backfield with Anthony Richardson would look great. Plus, Colts are 2-2. And that tops their division. Their division is not a good division in football. And 2-2 right now that they have leads the division. Add to that strength, it makes more sense him helping them out than it does adding another wide receiver for Matthew Stafford, which may screw up some things there because he's developed this great relationship with Nakua right now. Plus, the Rams have too hard. The road to get to the playoffs is harder for them than it is for the Colts.
Well, I don't think adding Cooper Kupp would mess things up for Stafford. I mean, they have a great relationship. But Puka Nacua has been a fantastic find this year. But I agree with you guys. Make it 3 for 3. Jonathan Taylor will help out the Colts more. Basically because Richardson, a rookie quarterback who's done nothing in this league, who needs to learn and needs help. And then you have Matthew Stafford, who's been in this league forever, a veteran, won Super Bowls. Stafford can get by with whatever receivers you have out there and kind of at least compete every Sunday. Richardson's the one that needs the help. Jonathan Taylor would help him up so much more. The RPO, just having someone you can hand it off to, play action. Taylor and the Colts. Bigger get back if he actually does play for the Colts. All right, Travis Kelce said yesterday on his podcast with his brother that the NFL is, quote, overdoing it a bit on the coverage of Taylor Swift and him. Is the NFL overdoing it, or are they just giving the people what they want, guys?
I don't enjoy it, but I don't think the NFL is overdoing it. I think they are doing exactly that. They're trying to tap into a fan base that is, basically it's virgin territory there. So go ahead and do it. And it makes sense for the NFL to do that. As far as Travis Kelce is concerned, STF you, dude. Seriously. You're on every other commercial right now. So if you think the NFL is overdoing it, how about your agent? Is he overdoing it because you're everywhere all the time? Perhaps that's it. When you guys concocted this scheme, hey, let's let everybody know what's going on. Look who I'm dating or maybe not dating or whatever the hell's going on there. It's getting out of control and it's on you.
I think both things can be true. I think they are overdoing it, but they also are giving people what they want. By people, I'm not sure I mean anyone who's listening to our show right now, but there are people out there that clearly have a great interest in that, and it's a business decision being made by the NFL.
Doug, the question is, are they overdoing it, and are they giving the people what they want? Yes, on both. They're definitely overdoing it, in my opinion, but the numbers show it's working. The ratings, the engagements, the views, the clicks, the likes, the etc. I don't personally like it. I don't think you two really enjoy it that much, but it's helping the league out, and so I think you just keep giving the people what they want.
And those people might not be anybody listening to us. All right, Karsch and Anderson here on 97.1 The Ticket. That concludes the Wide 9 Omaha 4 Down Around the League Blitz thing.